Hidden guardians of the forest, the Viera are perhaps more in tune with the natural world than any other race. Through the practice of following the green word, these denizens of the wood remain reclusive, though a few of their number deign to venture out into the world from time to time. Tall and fair, the Viera stand statuesque and proud amongst those of Hydaelyn. A leporine race, the Viera have large rabbit-like ears that allow them to hear with excellent acuity in their forest homes. Some say so well they can hear the whispers of the wood itself. With their ears taken into account, they stand far taller than any race. However, without them, they are roughly as tall as an Eorzean woman. Though their age is near impossible to ascertain, as Viera look much the same in their 20th year as their 200th, it is known that they live for many lifespans of the other races. With reference to skin and hair, of the two clans, the Rava and the Vina, both are found in Dalmasca, a region of southwestern Othard. The Rava are umbered skin, often with hair to match, allowing them to fit into their jungle homes of Golmore. The Vina, conversely, are fair-skinned, typically with pale-colored hair to help blend into their natural habitat in the forests of the Skade mountain range. When Dalmasca was split in two by the Garlean Empire into Dalmasca Superior in the northwest and Dalmasca Inferior in the southeast, this event precipitated a gradual increase in the Viera who could be found in the wider world, as their home had become less safe as the Garlean threat encroached. The Rava home of the Golmore jungle is a hot and humid climate, found in Dalmasca Inferior, near the border of Nangxia. Trespassers in the Viera land are more than likely to find themselves at the end of a spear or arrow. Between this and the Garlean occupation, much of this land remains a mystery to the masses, even to this day. The Vina home, in contrast, is far to the northwest, laying in the foothills of the Skade Mountains, which act as a border between Dalmasca, Ilsebard, and the Burn. Viera follow a way of being known as the Green Word, a strict code that binds them to their lands and prohibits contact with the outside world unless absolutely necessary, though its full purpose and function is not fully understood. Viera Society is by nature a matriarchy. Female members act as nurturers and tenders of the forest, clearing undergrowth and defending it by hunting malicious creatures. The localized tribes are themselves technically all female. Male Viera do exist, but separate and apart from the communal aspect of Viera Society. Holding the title of Woodwarder, they protect the wood, and only return to the village they were born in to periodically mate. When a Viera kit is born, its natal sex is indiscernible. At birth, male and female Viera alike are identical, and only begin to express physical differences upon reaching their adolescent years. Every 3 to 5 years, a male Viera will descend from the forest and return to their village for a brief period to mate. He will also take any young males with him. He will then train this kit over the course of years to be completely self-sufficient, the kit being required to make all his own food, clothes, and weapons, a process that all too often ends in tragedy. He then relinquishes the young male to be on his own, acting as a silent and solitary protector of the wood and the Viera tribe. It is said a male Viera lives alone and dies alone. In Viera culture, this separation is not seen as a rejection, but fits into the perception that to the Viera, the value of coexistence will not be found beneath a loincloth, and the distance between two bodies does not dictate the distance between two souls. Regarding Viera names, unlike most races in Hydaelyn, there isn't much of a discernible difference between clan names. The primary distinction, instead, is based on the lifestyle between the Viera of the forest and those who have left it for the outside world. For those of the forest, 4 names are given at birth and are rare to be heard by those outside their forest homes. Those names are typically forsaken when a Viera ventures into the outside world. Those who have left the wood often take on a city name that can be inspired by anything, be it the conventions of other races or favored objects like fruits or flowers. Surnames are similar. For those in the forest, they come from the name of one's village, but discarded by those who leave for the outside world. Viera, even in their forest homes, are not that populous. As a race, making up only 5% of the population of Dalmasca, males only making up a fifth of that number. This relegates their sightings beyond and even within the bounds of Dalmasca as a rare thing, many spending their whole lives never witnessing a Viera firsthand. With the beginning of the Garlean occupation of Dalmasca 30 years ago, the frequency of Viera leaving, or perhaps more accurately fleeing, their homeland has seen an increase, but the numbers are still a fraction of most other races. With a name meaning people of the wood, it's of no surprise that the Viera should be so reclusive to the outside world. Many have tried to conquer them, be it Dalmascans or Garleans, and all have been met with consternation. With the limited information at hand, this is all we can say for now. But should new information arise, perhaps we shall return to the topic one day, for their air of mystery and enigmatic allure is undeniable, making it no wonder that we house such a fascination for their kind.
This content was brought to you by the Eorzean Archives. I'm Archon Charette Tia.
And I'm Archon Elio Faucheron. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below any topics you might also be interested in.